before a human asks, "Why am I here?" Another question precedes it, a question older than language, older than consciousness itself. Who brought me here? Every mind, no matter how skeptical, no matter how proud, eventually stands before this question. A question that does not shout, but echoes within the silence of being, for existence cannot explain itself, and the universe cannot be its own cause. The question waits, and the soul knows where it points. Some say everything came from nothing, but nothing cannot create something. Nothing has no potential, no power, no will. From absolute nothing comes absolute nothing. The universe exists. It moves, burns, expands, lives. So the cause behind it must possess power, will, knowledge, everything the universe displays in limited form. That cause is not a star, not a particle, not a cosmic accident. It is something beyond all of them. The universe behaves like a message, structured, measured, intentional. Every law of physics, every constant of nature, every pattern of life carries the signature of will. Order is not born of chaos. Precision is not a child of chance. The symmetry of existence whispers a truth that even silence cannot hide. There is intention. There is purpose. There is an author. If the universe has a beginning, its cause must exist beyond the universe, beyond space. For space came into being. Beyond time, for time began with the first event. Beyond matter, for matter was formed from energy that was itself sparked into existence. The creator of all three cannot be confined by any of them. He is not inside the universe. The universe is inside his creation. Everything we touch is dependent. Stars depend on fuel. Atoms on forces, life on oxygen, hearts on blood, minds on meaning. Existence itself is a chain of dependency, but a chain cannot hang from nothing. There must be one who depends on nothing, yet everything depends on him. The necessary being, the eternal, the one who simply is. Humans imagine by borrowing shapes, a face, a sun, a throne, a shadow. But the creator is not a shape you can imagine, nor a form you can draw. Imagination is a product of the universe. He's the creator of universe and imagination both. Every attempt to visualize him collapses under its own limits. For the infinite cannot be drawn with the ink of the finite. Look upward. The heavens are a scripture without letters, a revelation written in light. Every orbit is a verse. Every star is a testament. Every nebula is a proclamation that chaos could never design beauty of this scale and precision. The sky is not silent. It speaks even when you do not listen. And on the earth, the signs multiply. The seed that splits the soil knows where to go. The migrating bird knows the road it was never taught. The newborn child instinctively seeks nourishment. Wisdom is woven into everything that breathes. Nothing in nature acts as if it were alone. Even the human mind is a sign. We question, reflect, infer, deny, believe. We analyze purpose. We search for meaning. Why does a being born of dust long for eternity? Why does a creature shaped from clay yearn for transcendence? Because its origin is greater than clay. Deep within us is a memory without words, a recognition without teaching, a compass pointing toward the one before the mind learns to think and before the tongue learns to speak. The soul remembers, even when the mind forgets. Doubt is not the enemy. Doubt is the doorway. For doubt asks, what if I'm wrong? And that question, if pursued with honesty, leads the seeker straight to truth. The problem is not doubt. The problem is pride. Some deny the creator not because the evidence is absent, but because the ego cannot accept being dependent. Humans love control. They fear surrender. They worship autonomy. But the universe does not bend to the ego, and truth is not humbled by human pride. When the noise fades and the world grows quiet, the honest mind returns to the simplest truth. Everything that begins has a beginning. Everything designed has a designer. Everything contingent has a source and existence. The greatest miracle of all points to the one who needs nothing, yet grants everything. He is not distant, not imprisoned in the sky, nor confined to a form. He is nearer than thought, closer than pulse, present in a way beyond space and measure. His nearness is not physical, it is existential. He is with you, not by location, but by knowledge, will, and mercy. Everything magnificent, the stars, the seas, the mountains, is merely a sign of his greatness. But no image, no metaphor, no imagination can grasp what he truly is. Greatness belongs to him in a way that no created thing can imitate or approach. Every beauty you witness is a hint of his beauty. Beauty in color, in motion, in symmetry, in compassion, in the smile of a child, in the forgiveness between two hearts. Beauty is not accidental. It is a signature, and the signature points to the artist. The universe moves with flawless rhythm. Days rise and fall. Seasons rotate. Tides pulse with memory. Galaxies orbit ancient paths. Order is a language. Precision is a message. And the message leads to the one who wrote the laws before atoms learned to obey them. Every moment of mercy in the world, a mother holding her child, a stranger offering help. A heart that forgives despite the wound is a reflection of a greater mercy beyond the world itself. Mercy is not an accident of emotion. It is a gift, a trace of the one whose mercy precedes existence, fills existence, and outlives existence. And just as that deep instinct embedded in every soul, the refusal to accept cruelty, the cry against oppression is also a sin. Where did humanity learn justice if not from a source that is perfectly just? Every tyrant will one day answer. Every oppressed will one day rise. No injustice escapes the one who sees the silent tear and hears the hidden plea. He knows the movement of every atom and the fall of every leaf. He knows what the heart hides and what the tongue cannot say. Knowledge in the universe is borrowed. His knowledge is original. Nothing surprises him. Nothing escapes him. Nothing begins without his permission. The universe obeys because it was commanded. Stars ignite by his will. Seas calm by his will. Life breathes by his will. Every decree is perfect, not random, not chaotic, not blind. His will is not like the will of creation. Creation desires, he decides. Wisdom is the thread that ties existence together. You may not understand the moment, but you will understand the outcome. You may not know the reason today, but you will see the mercy tomorrow. For nothing he does is without purpose. He is the creator of reasons, the one whose wisdom turns pain into growth and loss into awakening. Life is not a coincidence. It is a test-a-short trial with eternal meaning. Not to break you, but to reveal you. Not to punish you, but to refine you. Every joy, every hardship, every moment of confusion or clarity is part of a curriculum tailored by the one who knows you better than you know yourself. So why do we exist? Not for wealth, not for fame, not to impress a world that will one day forget our names. We exist to know the one who created us, to recognize truth, to surrender willingly to the source of all power and beauty. We exist so the heart may return to the one it already knows. Worship is not ritual alone. It is awareness, the conscious remembering of the one behind every breath. You worship when you seek meaning. You worship when you choose honesty. You worship when you stand against injustice. Worship is not an act. It is a state of being. He gave you freedom, the freedom to rise, to fall, to choose, to regret, to return. Angels obey without choice. Animals follow instinct. But humans choose. And choice is the essence of dignity. We claim autonomy, yet our hearts beat without our permission. Our lungs breathe without our command. Our cells divide without our knowledge. Our death approaches without our scheduling. Autonomy is an illusion. Life is alone. And the lone giver is patient and merciful. The journey always returns to its beginning. From him we came. To him we return. Life is a bridge. Cross it with humility, with compassion, with remembrance. For the one who created you never leaves you, not even for the blink of an eye. There comes a moment when the heart recognizes what the mind has long forgotten, that it was never alone, never abandoned, never without meaning. Recognition is the return of truth after a long exile. It is the soul saying, I remember. He invites you not to ritual alone, but to intimacy. To speak to him when no one listens, to seek him when everything fails. To remember him when the world distracts. His door does not close. Not at night, not in grief, not after mistakes. Never. Your soul does not belong to the world. It came from a higher realm where truth is clarity and remembrance is natural. That is why the world tires it. That is why injustice wounds it. That is why meaning revives it. The soul longs for the one who created it. If he is merciful, why do we suffer? Because suffering reveals what comfort hides. It purifies the heart, sharpens the vision, and brings the soul back to the one it forgot during ease. Pain is not punishment. It is awakening. Gratitude is the light of the heart. It transforms absence into abundance, fear into trust, and life into meaning. The grateful soul walks through the world with open eyes, seeing the giver behind every gift. When every illusion dissolves, one truth remains. There is a creator. You belong to him. You return to him. And nothing you do is forgotten by him. This truth is the anchor of existence and the purpose of life. He is the first before every beginning, the last after every end, the manifest through every sign, the hidden beyond every imagination. He is the one behind existence, the one for whom you exist, the one your soul has always known. And to remember him is not religion. It is coming home.